First, I want to welcome you. Hi there, everyone. I'm Lenise Ligon. Bob Grip has the night off, and our hearts are heavy on the Gulf Coast tonight. Absolutely awful news. A child found murdered. And I'm Lenise Ligon. It's good to see you tonight. The case of an Irvington woman accused of causing a crash that killed her brother will be sent to a grand jury. Mobile police investigating a shootout that happened this morning on a street in Tolmanville. Fox News reporter Renee Dials live at police headquarters with the latest on this investigation. Renee. That's right. We want to get you the most information that we have at this hour. West Point Motel surrounded right now where two suspects are holed up. Want to take you to a press conference that was held by local law enforcement in Troup County. And we continue to follow that breaking news out of the Atlanta area that we talked about during our 4 o'clock hour. One person is dead, dozens others injured after a bus carrying high schoolers and adults crashed. Yeah, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office sending a loud and clear back to school message to parents. Send your students to school or you will go to jail. Now take a look at these pictures. An emotional night in Pensacola as hundreds of people gathered for a prayer vigil in honor of Naomi. Fox News reporter Devin Cafaro was there. She's joining us live now from Olive Baptist Church. Devin, Naomi's family speaking publicly for the first time since her body was found. Just not a dry eye in the house. A teenage girl in Washington returning to school for the first time since being attacked and robbed on her way to the school bus. Home security video captures the moment before the crime. You can see her walking around to get on the bus.
Well, I can tell you the security is tight, and that is because of the president's expected arrival.
All right, so if you're going out in the park tonight in downtown Mobile, lots of water. Yeah. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, I mean, just unstoppable for most of Game 3 in the NBA Finals, especially in that third quarter. But with just 2 minutes left in the game, the Cavs' magic appeared to just run out. My knuckles are still white, and I know you're being sarcastic, but I was seriously on the way home in my car. I was just like listening to the radio, like, what's going on? I got scared because the Cavs are good. You can use your favorite barbecue sauce. Okay. I like to make my own because I can control the sodium.
That's cool.
You've got some agave nectar. You can use honey if you don't have agave nectar.
Hey there, Lenise Ligon from the Fox 10 Surprise Squad. We're at Walmart looking for someone to surprise. We're paying it forward.
We're going to go right to our Baldwin County reporter, Asha Staples. She's been on this story since it broke. With the latest development, Asha, I saw your tweet on Twitter and I was so excited. Spill the beans. 6 announcements from today's Apple's Developers Conference. As promised, I've got them for you on tonightsdaily.com. Talk to us about why you're here today and why it's so important.
Well, I think that,
Here's what's really going on. Criminals are searching the web looking for houses for sale. They take information in the ads, swap out the contact information with their own email address.
Right, see, the procedure takes about an hour to perform, and then once they're finished, doctors will take this TR band and put it on the patient's wrist. It holds pressure on the artery so the patient can walk around more freely. I'm holding in my hand a rope here. People are using it to go fish out their boats because they're on their side. So as you guys know, Pamela is the reason why we're here. I want her to really quickly say how much she values and appreciates you guys.
A lot of questions being asked, though, about what's going to happen for the G20 summit when President Trump is expected to meet behind closed doors with Russia's Vladimir Putin. We're going to have more information about the G20 summit and also a follow-up on the unrest that broke out in Germany. And our chief meteorologist, Jason Smith, is going to talk more about the rain that we've been experiencing in the area leading to that. We also have an update on the veteran whose dog ran away.
The city of Satsuma, home of the Gators.
It was chartered as a city in 1959.
A gateway to the Mobile Delta and the Mobile River.
It is a wonderful community. We have a 15-man police force. We are rated by FBI statistics as the safest small city in the state.
And once home to a thriving citrus-growing economy. Can you guess which fruit? Satsuma is nestled between Saraland and Criolla. Only 3 traffic lights. Population of 6,100. Drive too far up I-65 and you just might miss it. The charm, though, can't be ignored.
We know everybody. If we don't, we speak to them anyway.
Since 1991, this is where Renee Dials has called home. Reminiscing, she tells me what brought her to this community.
I just had a good feeling about it, and I have noticed that whenever people come to visit, so this is a nice neighborhood. And when you get that feel, it's not because it's an elaborate neighborhood, it just has that feel of a nice place where you want to live.
Today, the buzz around the barnyard is all about the legend I'm sitting across from, Renee Dials.
Enjoy yourself and come here and eat. There you go. And congratulations to you. And Erin, I let them tell you the news.
News of her retirement has spread.
We've seen her quite a bit on TV, and we think she has a very pleasing personality. You know, we've enjoyed the show.
It's almost as prominent a conversation as the debate over the country cooking here.
The chicken is real good too. You try that chicken, everybody talk about the chicken.
As for Renee, she likes the catfish.
Oh, catfish, now that's sure enough good. I love it. It is good. At 4 o'clock in the evening, come up here and get it.
Oh, since day one.
Since day one? Wow.
Good vibes, good food.
Nice fried chicken.
A place where you feel at home. The exact way people in Satsuma say Renee makes them feel.
I think having Renee in the community, it really does help promote a lot of the things that we stand for here in Satsuma.
We end this tour of her hometown at McConaughey's drugstore. It's where you can get an ice cream sundae right from the soda fountain.
Anything else for y'all?
This is good.
So what's your favorite all-time ice cream?
Butter pecan.
What's your next favorite?
I like chocolate.
And then she laughs. That deep, soulful laugh that draws you in like a magician.
I like vanilla.
You do?
Yes.
Most people don't like vanilla.
I like strawberry, black cherry. Well, I guess I pretty much like ice cream, huh?
You do.
Okay.
A transplant from the bustling motor city of Detroit, Michigan, turned permanent fixture in this sweet, preserved town. I spoke to law enforcement in Mobile, Baldwin, and Escambia counties. What does the law say about all of this? And what can you do to keep your privacy private? A dream vacation turned into a living nightmare.
I think they need to go to jail if they do that. That's terrible. I would be crushed. I mean, that's terrible.
You discover you're being watched.
I would be embarrassed, I would be shocked, I would be livid.
Hidden cameras in vacation rentals? Hard to believe stuff like this is becoming far more commonplace, but the internet has all sorts of horror stories of people waking up to find hidden cameras watching them in smart spying homes.
That's absolutely ridiculous. I just think we should have our own privacy, especially in certain parts of the damn home. I didn't mean to cuss, but I mean really.
In a California lawsuit, a woman claims cameras were rolling in the living room of her vacation rental as she was walking around in her birthday suit. But that was in California. Surely that can happen here, right? Or can it? I spoke with Meyer Reynolds about the situation. Allison Foote, Director of Services, was quick to point out they haven't had one incident like that in our area.
If you have inside surveillance, it's absolutely not allowed. At that point in time, the owner would either have to take down the inside surveillance or just not be a part of our program.
She also says there are no guarantees.
I would never say that anyone's 100% safe from things like that, but there are additional checks and balances in place.
Rental properties are required to disclose in the listing if there are security cameras in the house. Read your rental agreement. Know how many cameras are in the place, where they are, whether the cameras are recording, and what happens to that video. Now, laws on this subject are sticky at best and vary from state to state and sometimes from city to city.
Generally speaking, the owner of the home has the power to do what they wish to do, except in areas where people expect to be private.
So if your summer plans are to rent a beachfront home for a week or so, it might be smart to do some on-site checking. But you gotta know what to look out for. What catches your attention in this bedroom?
In this room, the first thing I see would be this painting or this wall art over here. And the center of this flower will give you a great opportunity to hide a camera. It could be placed there. It'd be difficult to see in any of the centers of the flowers, and it would be facing the bed if that was someone's goal.
Meyer Rentals allowed me inside one of its vacation rental spots in the cottages of Romar and Orange Beach. I took Sergeant Daniel Steelman with me to point out the areas you just might be spied from.
You know, they can be in a lot of places: electronics, alarm clocks, even the receiver for the cable television. If you look at the mirrors, the frames around those, where the screws are, examine those, look, see if they all look alike, if one of them appears to have a lens.
He says every place is an opportunity to hide a camera. Wall art, vents, potted plants.
And you know, not all the cameras are that obvious to spot. Look closely. What appears to be a cell phone charger is actually a hidden camera.
See, years ago, this type of specialized equipment was only available to law enforcement agencies or private security firms. With the internet, though, and growth within the market, the same type of equipment that was once hard to come by can now be found on a multitude of sites. We're talking cameras in all shapes and sizes here, most of them at low cost, too. Baldwin County's former district attorney says technology is just outrunning the law.
You can ruin somebody by doing that, ruin their life forever. And I don't think the law carries sufficient punishment.
Yeah, and I also spoke with a security firm in Daphne. The manager there tells me his office has been getting calls over the last 2 years from people wanting their property searched for hidden cameras. So when it comes to the law in our area in Florida, anyone accused of this is looking at a felony charge. Now in Alabama, there is a eavesdropping and criminal surveillance law. If it's just videotaping without that audio, it's a misdemeanor. But if the person is videotaping and there is audio, it carries a felony charge. Law enforcement in Baldwin and Escambia counties tell me they haven't had any complaints of this nature. But if you think you're being watched, report it so it can be investigated right away.
The Fox 10 Surprise Squad is sponsored by Army Aviation Center, Federal Credit Union, and Chavis Furniture.
Hey there, Lenise Ligon on the location of another surprise squad in Robertsdale, and we have Dan Chavis here from Chavis in Chickasaw. We're about to make someone's day really special.
Isn't this going to be exciting? I'm telling you what, this lady will be so surprised.
We've got a good one in store. I can't wait. Knock, knock. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. I like your dress. Are you wondering why we're here?
Yes.
I'm Lenise Ligon from Fox 10 and the Surprise Squad. Are you ready for a surprise?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We've got something really nice for you. Your lovely friends here told us that you needed help with a new washer.
I can't believe that. Really?
That's
really?
what they said.
Oh my goodness. I've been needing a washer for such a long time.
Oh, honey.
I've been going to the laundry about and carrying those heavy baskets. I'm 88 years old.
So our friends at Chavis, they said they wanted to do this for you. They're giving you a brand new washer.
I would. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want to go see it?
Yeah.
Mr. Dan Chavis there, he heard about your need for a new washing machine. She's shaking.
Oh, don't shake. I mean, we want to help you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad we were able to help you. Well, let's go look at it.
Yes,
Come on.
let's take a look.
My Lord, what a beauty.
There you go, honey. Look at that.
What a beauty. You think I'm too old to learn to use it?
No, ma'am.
You.
Oh,
Giant
my.
tub. So I hope you enjoy it.
How beautiful this thing is. I could almost get in there and wash myself.
We've got something else.
This is my color. I love that.
I can tell. All the bleach you need to get those whites extra white. And a nice new hamper.
Oh, how can there be such good people in the world?
Oh, honey. You deserve it. Your friends here had nothing but kind things to say about you.
I've never had anything this grand ever happen to me. All I can tell you, from my heart and from Jesus, this has to be a Jesus thing. I love you, and I thank you.
So where can we put your new washer?
When she was having to go back and forth to the laundromat, well, that upset Miss Martha here. So anyway, I said, something's got to be done.
And I can dance.
Oh, can we dance?
Yes.
Show me what you got.
All right, so that's it for us here with Miss Hazel. She was definitely overjoyed. I love that dance she broke out to. And you know what? Keep an eye out because you never know when the Fox 10 Surprise Squad will come looking for you. It's all about spreading good deeds. And you can do the same thing. It only takes one small step.